Namaskar. Today we are going to see solutions for worksheet 6. The first problem which we are going to see is integration of log x divided by x plus 1 the whole square. Now here in question you can see that it is log of mod x. So as log is always for positive numbers, so generally we use mod sign whenever we are using log. So here our problem is we have to find integration of log x divided by x plus 1 the whole square. In many of the problems we have seen that whenever log is involved, then in that case we are using substitution. But here if you see no substitution is possible or no substitution is useful. Therefore what we do, we try to solve this problem using integration by parts, that is u into v method. So for that I have two functions. One is log of mod x, that is log x, and the second function is 1 upon x plus 1 the whole square into dx. Now here log x, log x is generally considered as or taken as first function, that is u, and 1 upon x plus 1 the whole square I will consider as v. LIATE. In this L stands for logarithm, which we consider as u, and whenever we have exponential, that always we consider at last. So this is to make your calculation simple, right? So you take this log x as u and use integration by parts. So I will write log x because integration by parts is u, that is log x, into integration of v, that is integration of 1 upon x plus 1 the whole square dx, minus integration of d by dx of log x into integration of 1 upon x plus 1 the whole square dx. So this is according to formula we have written. Now let us simplify that integration. So log x I will write as it is, log x, then integration of 1 upon x plus 1 the whole square. This is x plus 1 power minus 2. So when I integrate, it will become power minus 1 upon minus 1. So here I will get minus 1 upon x plus 1. Integration of 1 upon x plus 1 the whole square. Now I have minus sign. Here derivative of log x is 1 upon x into integration is minus 1 upon x plus 1 into dx. So here I will get minus log of mod x whole divided by x plus 1, then minus minus plus integration of 1 upon x into x plus 1 into dx. Consider this as equation 1, and here this integration of 1 upon x plus 1 plus x as I1. So I have I1 equal to integration of 1 upon x into x plus 1. What we do here? Here we have to use partial fraction, right? So for partial fraction I will consider let 1 upon x into x plus 1 is equals to a upon x plus b upon x plus 1. You know different types of partial fraction. So here we are going to use a upon x plus b upon x plus 1. Therefore 1 equal to, now I will simplify right hand side, 1 equal to a into x plus 1 plus b into x. Denominator, where this denominator gone? So from left hand side and right hand side we cancelled. Now to find the values of a and b, first we can take x is equals to 0. So x equal to 0 will give us 1 equal to a into 0 plus 1. That is, we get the value of a as 1. So a is equals to 1. Now we put x equal to minus 1. So x equal to minus 1 will give us, here we put x equal to minus 1. So we have 1 is equals to, this part will become 0, minus b. So the value of b is minus 1, value of a is 1. So therefore integration I1, I will write I1 is equals to integration of a upon, that is 1 upon x, plus b, that is minus 1 upon x plus 1 into dx. Now integration of 1 upon x is log x, and integration of 1 upon x plus 1 is log x plus 1, plus constant of integration I will take c. So therefore our I1 will become log of mod x upon x plus 1 we can write, or what we can say that this is log of mod x divided by mod of x plus 1 plus some constant c. Let us take this as equation 2. So from 1 and 2, I will say that I is equals to, now first part if I check I1, it is minus log x upon x plus 1, minus log x upon x plus 1. Okay, so this is minus log of x whole divided by x plus 1, and here I got log of x divided by mod of x plus 1 plus constant c. So this is how we got the value of integration I. Simple question. You also keep a watch on time, how much time you take to solve each problem. So for 4 marks problem, 8 to 10 minutes is sufficient. This problem we have solved within time. Okay, fine. Now let us move to the next problem. The next problem is we have to integrate sine of, so here my integration I is integration of sine of x minus a divided by sine of x plus a. Okay, now tell me what we do here, how we should proceed with such kind of problem. Now see, one idea is that your denominator should be a single term, okay, so that you can divide easily. Now here in denominator we have x sine of x plus a, so if I expand I will get 2 terms. So how I will make it one term, single term, by using substitution of x plus a equal to t. Okay, so let us substitute that. So let us say let x plus a is equals to t. So therefore x will become t minus a and x minus a will become t minus 2a. So our integration will become integration of sine of, in place of x minus a we will put t minus 2a whole divided by denominator is sine of t into, now dx, from here we can say dx equal to dt. The derivative of a is 0, so simply I will write dt. Now this is equals to integration, now numerator sine, I will use the formula of sine a minus b. What is sine a minus b? Sine a minus b is sine a into cos b minus cos a into sine b. Okay, so we have used the formula of sine a minus b, and denominator is sine t into dt. So this is sin t, and sin t you can cancel. So here you have cos 2a. We separate it, cos 2a into dt minus integration of cos upon sin is what? Cot t into sin 2a into dt. Now this is equals to integration of cos 2a. So cos 2a is constant, you can take out. So write cos 2a into integration of dt is what? Integration of dt is t minus, you take sin 2a out, and integration of cos t, cot t, it is log of sin t, plus we take constant of integration as c. So this becomes t into cos 2a minus sin 2a into log of sin. In place of t I can replace x, t is x plus a. Okay, so first let us write sin t only. Okay, I have repeated the same step, don't repeat. So this is x plus a into cos 2a minus sin 2a into log of sin of x plus a. We put this in mod and plus c. Simple. Okay, the question is tricky, but it took less time to solve than the previous question. Now let us go to the next problem. Next problem is e power 2x sin 3x plus 1 dx. Your integration I is equals to integration of e power 2x into sin of 3x plus 1 into dx. Now here we are going to use u into v method. Okay, as we have two functions, e power 2x and sin 3x plus 1. If I use L, I, A, T, E, trigonometric function come first and then exponential function. So exponential function will be v and sin 3x plus 1 will be u. Now to decide u and v, we generally use that function as u whose derivatives, okay, they are simplifying, and after some derivations they become algebraic function, they become some constant number, right? Now in this case neither e power 2x nor sin 3x plus 1, okay, they are going to convert in constant. So let us see how this problem we solve. I will once again write the formula of this kind of problems, like integration of u into v dx is solved by the formula u integration of v dx minus derivative of u into integration of v, okay, and this then whole these terms we integrate with respect to x. This is the formula. Okay, so we apply this formula. So just erase them again. Now here your I will be equal to, we are going to consider this sin 3x plus 1 as u. So I will write sin 3x plus 1 into integration of e power 2x. So first write the formula, that is integration of e power 2x dx, then minus d upon dx of sin of 3x plus 1 into integration of e power 2x into dx, the whole dx. This is equals to this sin 3x plus 1 into e power, integration of e power 2x is what? It is e power 2x whole divided by 2, then minus integration of d by dx of this sine 3x plus 1, its a derivative is cos 3x plus 1 into 3. So that 3 I can take out. Fine. Now as we have done integration on this left hand side, we can use a constant of integration as c1 for this left part, okay, or we write constant of integration at last. Okay, so I prefer to write the constant of integration at last. Now here the integration of e power 2x is e power 2x whole divided by 2 into dx. So again, if you see this part here, we have cos trigonometric and exponential function. So again I have to apply u into v method. So this is e power 2x divided by 2 into sine of 3x plus 1, then minus, this is 3 times 3 upon 2, I will say 3 upon 2. Now this is outside, and here we are going to use u into v method again. So I will write cos of 3x plus 1 into integration of e power 2x. Now this 2 I have taken out. Integration of e power 2x is what? E power 2x divided by 2. Now I am not writing in the format of formula, I am directly putting the value of integration of e power 2x minus integration of, I will first take the derivative of cos 3x plus 1, it is minus of 3 into sine 3x plus 1, and then I have integration of e power 2x is e power 2x whole divided by 2 into dx. So therefore finally we can say that I is equals to e power 2x whole divided by 2 into sine of 3x plus 1. I will write this as it is, then I will open the bracket here, it is minus 3 divided by 4 into e power 2x into cos of 3x plus 1, then this minus and minus it will become plus, and here I have a minus sign, so again it will be a minus, so this is minus. Now 3 and 3 it will be 9, 9 upon 4, I will say it is 9 upon 4 integration of sine of 3x plus 1 into e power 2x dx. So this is equals to I. Now if you see the original function, it is sine of 3x plus 1 into e power 2x. Here again I am getting the same function, so I will replace that with I. So I have I equal to e power 2x. E power 2x, we are seeing that they are common, so let us take e power 2x common, e power 2x, and I will take 4 common, e power 2x upon 4. Here we will get 2 times sine of 3x plus 1. See what we have done, we have taken 4 common from denominator, that means I have multiplied this left hand side by 2 and divided by 2. So this become 2 into sine 3x plus 1, and minus, here I have 3 times cos of 3x plus 1. This I will put in bracket, then minus 9 upon 4 times I. Okay, so this minus 9 upon 4 times I will put on left hand side, so it will become I plus 9 upon 4 times I is equals to e power 2x divided by 4 into, here inside bracket I have 2 times sine of 3x plus 1 minus 3 times cos of 3x plus 1. Okay, now I plus 9 upon 4i. I plus 9 upon 4i. If I add, this is 13. This is 13i divided by 4 equal to, this is e power 2x divided by 4 into, we have 2 times sine of 3x plus 1 minus 3 times cos of 3x plus 1. So this 4 will cancel, and finally we have the value of I as e power 2x divided by 13, and here we have 2 times sine of 3x plus 1 minus 3 times cos of 3x plus 1, and then I will put plus constant of integration c, right? This is my final answer. Okay, so I is equals to e power 2x upon 13 into 2 sin 3x plus 1 minus 3 cos 3x plus 1 plus c. Okay, now let us go to the next problem. Now in higher class, before that, in higher class we have learned 2 more formulas that you can remember if it is possible to you. The first formula is I is equals to integration of e power ax into cos of bx into dx. This is equals to e power ax divided by a square plus b square. Inside we have a into cos bx plus b into sin bx, right? This is one formula, plus c obviously, plus constant of integration. The second formula is when I is integration of e power ax into sin of bx into dx, then its answer is e power ax divided by a square plus b square, and here we have a into sin of bx minus b into cos of bx, okay, plus c. So see the change in sign, minus to plus. Okay, so if directly I check my answer with the help of this formula, so my problem was I is equals to, the problem which we discussed is I is equals to e power, let us see what is our problem, e power 2x into sin 3x plus 1, e power 2x into sin 3x plus 1. Now here if I use this formula, I will get answer as e power 2x whole divided by 2 square plus 3 square into, here we have 2 into sin 3x plus 1 minus 3 times cos of 3x plus 1, okay, plus c. Okay, so this gives me answer as e power 2x, this is e power 2x whole divided by 2 to the 4, 3 to the 9, so 4 plus 9 13, and here we have 2 times sin of 3x plus 1 minus 3 times cos of 3x plus 1. This is what we need, alright. Actually if you see, the answer which we got is e power 2x upon 13, here we have 13, and then we have 2 times sin 3x plus 1 minus 3 times cos 3x plus 1, the same thing we are getting here. So have you understood? You can consider this as one particular type of problem in which you have e power ax into cos bx or e power ax into sin bx, and this is the way you can solve. Now in some of the books you will find that they have taken sin e power 2x as u and sin 3x plus 1 as v, so no problem, by that way also you can solve the problem. Now we will move to the next question. Now here the problem is I is equals to, here if you see your problem is I equal to integration of x square divided by x square plus 4 into x square plus 9. Now if you see this problem, it is of the type of partial fraction. The denominator we have two quadratic terms involved. So for quadratic term, our numerator is of the form of ax plus b. Okay, so here we can write this expression as, okay, what we can write? I can write this expression, that is x square. We can write this x square upon, okay, I think this is little better visible, fine. I can write x square, we can say that let x square upon x square plus 4 into x square plus 9. We can write this as ax plus b upon x square plus 4 plus cx plus d upon x square plus 9. Okay, and we will find the value of a, b, c and d. But here if you do in this way, then it will be little lengthy, as we have to find the values of a, b, c and d. Okay, 100% value of a and value of c we will get 0. Okay, why I am saying that? Because here in numerator we have only x square term involved. So when there is only x square term involved, it is better that we substitute this x square with some other variable, say a, b, y, p, q, like that. Okay, so then the denominator will be a linear function and numerator is also a linear function, and then the substitution will be of the type a upon something plus b upon something. Okay, so there is only two unknown that you have to find. So here in this problem, okay, instead of considering this as in this way, okay, I will consider here in place of x square as a. So what I say, that let this is equals to a upon x plus a, small a we are taking, into x plus, it is already x plus 9, okay, x plus 9, this value is 9. Okay, it looks like I have written a. Okay, so my writing is not that good. Okay, so better in place of a, what we can consider, let us consider in place of a some other symbol, say p. Okay, so let x square upon x square plus 4 equal to x square plus 9 is p upon x plus p into x plus 9. X plus p, no, it is x plus 4, p plus 4, sorry, what I am doing, this is x square we are replacing now. So this is p plus 4 and p plus 9. What we have done, we have considered replace x square with p. Here what we have done, replace x square with p. Now for simplicity we have done this thing. Now p upon this p plus 4 into this p plus 9, I will take as a upon p plus 4 plus b upon p plus 9. Okay, so here I have only two unknown, one is a and b. Now by cross multiplying we will get p equal to, I will get p equal to a into p plus 9 plus b into p plus 4, and then by substituting p equal to, put p equal to minus 4, we will get minus 4 is equals to a into minus 4 plus 9 plus this whole term will become 0. So therefore minus 4 is equals to minus 4 plus 9 is what, 5. So I get 5a. So the value of 5a is minus 4. So therefore value of a is minus 4 upon 5. Minus 4 upon 5 is value of a, and a is minus 4 upon 5. Now we will put p is equals to, now we put p equal to minus 9. Let us take minus 9. So when we take minus 9, so we get minus 9 is equals to, a term will become 0 and b term will become minus 9 plus 4. So this is minus 5b. So this is minus 5b. Therefore the value of b is equals to 9 upon 5. So value of a is minus 4 upon 5 and value of b is 9 upon 5. Therefore first I will say that therefore p upon p plus 4 into p plus 9 is equals to a, which is minus 4 upon 5, divided by p plus 4 plus 9 upon 5, denominator is p plus 9. Okay, let us check whether yes, the same problem, right? Now this p is what? P is x square, so therefore you can say that therefore x square upon x square plus 4 into x square plus 9, this we can write as minus 4 upon 5 divided by x square plus 4. Now plus 4 you can write as 2 square plus 9 upon 5 divided by this you can write as x square plus 3 square. Okay, so therefore your integration I, which is integration of x square divided by x square plus 4 into x square plus 9 into dx, this will be equals to minus 4 upon 5. We can write minus 4 upon 5, we take a out, integration of 1 upon x square plus 2 square into dx, then plus we take this 9 upon 5 out, and here we have 1 upon x square plus 3 square dx. Okay, so we simplify, we will get this is equals to minus 4 upon 5 into integration of 1 upon x square plus a square is 1 upon a, that is 1 upon 2 into tan inverse x upon a, that is x upon 2, plus here I have 9 upon 5 into 1 upon 3 into tan inverse, we say tan inverse x upon 3, right, x upon 3, and then we use constant of integration c. So this is minus 2 divided by 5 into tan inverse x upon 2, then plus 3 3s are 9, so this become 3 upon 5 into tan inverse x upon 3, and plus we have constant of integration c. So this is our answer 5 for I. I is equals to minus 2 upon 5 into tan inverse x upon 2 plus 3 upon 5 into tan inverse x upon 3. Done? Simple question. Okay. Now I think I stop lecture here. Okay. First you solve all these 4 problems, understand, and then in the next lecture I will discuss other problems. So the problems for 4 marks, you find that mostly the problems are related with partial fraction or related with integration by parts. Okay, fine. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Thank you for watching my video.